is Nadia Rahma and I'm from TPE5D. Today I would like to present about my final test of statistics. Okay, the first one is about experimental. The title of my research is the effect of using narrative songs from Taylor Swift album Folklore on student speaking ability. Nah, jadi di experimental research ini saya menggunakan quasi experimental design, di mana experimental design is involving the group of people. One is experiment and the other is control group. Nah, dalam eksperimental ini terdapat variabel yang namanya tuh ada independent sama dependent variable. Nah, jadi di sini using narrative song from Taylor Swift album ini tuh sebagai independent variable dan student speaking ability ini sebagai dependent variable. So in this case in experimental banyak siswa ini tuh masih ngerasa bahwa speaking English itu sulit. Dan mereka tuh sering merasa malu, takut salah, dan kurang percaya diri ketika harus berbicara dalam bahasa Inggris di kelas. As a result, they tend to be passive and do not participate actively in speaking activities. Walaupun mereka udah belajar grammar, vocabulary, mereka tuh masih kesulitan menyampaikan ide secara lisan. That is why students' speaking ability does not develop well and new teaching method is needed to help them become more confident in speaking English. Okay, next, the context about my study. The speaking ability is an important skill because it allows students to express their ideas, their opinion, and feelings in English. Ya, namun dalam prakteknya ini kayak masih banyak banget peserta didik tuh yang jarang mendapat kesempatan untuk berbicara secara aktif di kelas kan. One way to solve this problem is by using interesting learning media such as song. Yeah, I think songs can make the learning process more fun, reduce students' anxiety, and increase their motivation. And I think narrative song, especially songs by Taylor Swift, tell stories and describe emotion and experience that are close to student life. Dengan menggunakan narrative songs, peserta didik nih bisa mendengarkan cerita dalam bahasa Inggris lalu mencoba untuk menceritakan kembali, retelling secara lisan, dan sehingga mereka tuh bisa berlatih speaking dengan cara yang lebih enjoy. Okay, next, about my hypothesis of the experimental research is the null hypothesis states that there is no significant difference in student speaking ability between students who are taught using narrative songs and those who are taught in conventional method. Yeah, on the other hand, the other hypothesis states that there is a significant difference between two groups. Jadi penelitian ini tuh ingin melihat apakah penggunaan narrative songs ini benar-benar memberikan pengaruh terhadap kemampuan berbicara siswa atau apakah hasilnya sama aja sama metode pembelajaran biasanya. Next to step and how to solve this problem. Yeah, in this experimental design we have two groups is experimental and control group. So the first one is the student are divided into two groups, yaitu the experimental group dan control group tadi. The experimental group is taught using a narrative song from Taylor Swift, while the control group is taught using the conventional teaching method. Yeah, after the treatment is finished, both groups are given some speaking tests. The score from both groups are then collected and analyzed using an independent sample to test to see whether there is a significant difference between the two groups based on the result of the analysis. And the researchers then draws a conclusion about the effectiveness of using narrative song and teaching speaking. Jadi contoh dari perhitungan eksperimental bisa kalian lihat di sini ya. Okay, next to correlational research. The title of my research is The Correlation Between Students' Time Management in Learning English and Their English Academic Achievement. So, correlation ini tuh mengukur hubungan atau keterkaitan antara dua variabel, dan di sini tuh berbeda ya sama experimental design sebelumnya. Kalau yang eksperimen tadi itu tuh variabelnya tuh namanya independent dan dependent variable. Nah, kalau di correlational ini variabelnya tuh namanya predictor sama outcome. Jadi student time management ini sebagai predictor and English academic achievement ini sebagai outcome. Okay, the first one is the case of my study. In this case, ada perbedaan kebiasaan siswa dalam mengatur waktu belajarnya. Some students manage their time well. Jadi mereka tuh punya jadwal belajar, ngerjain tugas tepat waktu dan rutin belajar. Tapi ada juga peserta didik tuh yang kayak would not manage their time well gitu loh. And then kayak mereka tuh sering nunda tugas atau belajar cuma pas mau ujian. Di sisi lain, nilai bahasa Inggris siswa juga berbeda-beda ya. Ada yang tinggi, ada juga yang rendah. So the problem is we don't really know whether time management is related to students' English achievement or not, and whether students who manage their time better actually perform better in English. Okay, next to the context of my study, the time management itu penting banget karena bisa ngebantu peserta didik untuk mengatur aktivitas belajar mereka dan juga bisa mengurangi stres dan agar menggunakan waktu secara lebih efektif. In learning English, student needs a regular practice, review, and preparation yang semuanya tuh butuh pengaturan waktu yang baik. English Academic Achievement ini menunjukkan seberapa baik siswa dalam pelajaran bahasa Inggris. Biasanya tuh dilihat dari nilai tes. So, this study wants to see whether students with better time management also tend to have better English scores and whether managing time well can support their learning process. Okay, next to the hypothesis of correlation, and the null hypothesis says that there is no significant correlation between students' time management and their English academic achievement. And meanwhile, the alternative hypothesis states that there is a significant correlation between two variables. Jadi penelitian ini ingin membuktikan apakah time management benar-benar berhubungan dengan prestasi bahasa Inggris siswa, or whether the two variables are not related at all. Okay, next to the problem and how to solve this problem. So the first, peneliti ini harus mengumpulkan data time management siswa menggunakan a questionnaire with a Likert scale. Jadi nanti tuh ada 4 pilihan, yakni kayak strongly disagree, disagree, terus ada agree dan strongly agree. Nanti mereka akan disuruh memilih hal tersebut. Nah dari situ nanti peneliti itu mengumpulkan nilai bahasa Inggris siswa dari data sekolah, and then data itu nanti akan dianalisis menggunakan Spearman correlation karena data time management berkala ordinal. Finally, hasil korelasi dan nilai signifikannya diinterpretasikan untuk melihat apakah ada hubungan yang signifikan antara kedua variabel. Nah, contoh hitung-hitungannya seperti ini menggunakan Spearman correlation. And then lalu ditarik kesimpulan based on the statistical result. Okay, next to the conclusion about the Okay, next to the conclusion of my research. So, based on the result, we can see that what things actually matter. From the experimental study, using narrative song really helped students improve their speaking ability because they become more confident and more active. And from the correlational study, students who manage their time better usually get better English score. So this means that if teacher use fun method and student has good study habits, learning English can be more effective and more enjoyable. Oke, sekian dari saya. Kurang lebihnya saya mohon maaf yang sebesar-besarnya. Thanks for watching and see you.